What's up, kind people of YouTube? My name's Ahmed, and welcome back to yet another video. Today, I wanted to talk about this Netflix show that I saw recently. It's called Maamla Legal Hai. और मजा आया भाई बहुत देख के. Let's be honest, I'm not a big fan of Ravi Kishan and I've never been a big fan of Ravi Kishan. But this TV show changed my opinion on him as an actor. He does a really good job in all the scenes that he's part of, and the story is just so much fun to watch. That's the point of it. Like, it's 30-minute episodes of just humor, and I ended up watching it in a day, maybe 2 days. I forget. Like, I started one day and the next day I was done. So you can count it as 2 days if you like. It was fun to watch, it was interesting to watch, and one of the few things that I actually liked about it was that it kept moving. There was not a single moment in the story where I was like, what are they going to do now? How are they going to deal with this situation? And so they did two things with the show. One is move the story forward as and when they liked it. What I mean by that is they moved the story very interestingly, and they move the story every episode. At the same time, they move the story for the entire season. I've noticed that with a lot of TV shows coming out in the last couple of years is that they have episode based stories and season based stories, and both of them work. Earlier with network broadcasting, what was happening was you'd have only episodic stories, and maybe occasionally in a season you'd have overarching story. But now every season has an interesting story and they talk about it and they deal with it. That's the one thing that I loved. Like, you have an overarching story and you want to deal with the situations, you want to deal with each of the characters problems, and that is done really well. There were a couple of scenes from the show that was really outstanding. One was with VD Tyagi, that's Ravi Kishan's character, and how he deals with the problems that he's facing. Another scene where they're talking about what is a gali and what is not a gali, and how certain galis need a chore before it becomes a gali. Fun scene. I'm not going to repeat the galis here, but fun scene to watch. And another one is the way that so one of the characters getting engaged and she's mad that he's friends with the girl, and how he explains that situation to his to-be fiance is just wonderful to watch. I'm going to link it down in the description if I find that scene on YouTube. And that was something very interesting to watch. And if I'm not able to find that scene, you should watch the TV show to know exactly where that scene is. It was nice to see an entire cast come together to and characters come together to create a show that I can recommend to a lot of people. Maybe not a lot of lawyers, because they'll find problems with it, and I can understand that. Also, not a lot of film producers and TV show producers, because you'll be critical of it. I was critical of it. Why am I watching it? But then I couldn't stop watching it. So that's probably the reason why I ended up watching it, because it was fun to watch. And that's my review of the show. Like, it's fun to watch. And sometimes that's enough for me, dude. Like, there are times where I'm just sitting there and I'm going, why am I watching this? This is extremely heavy to watch. But yeah, that's the review of the show for me. Like, I had a lot of fun watching it, and there are a lot of things that make the show come together. The absurdity of the story, how the characters react with each other, what are the characters doing, how are they doing what they're doing, and all of this is just wonderful. Please go watch this show if you have the time. It is probably going to take you one day over the weekend to watch it, and add this to your watch list. Peace, and I will see you in the next one really soon.